Thank you, thank you. Good evening to everyone. Good evening. It seems like a funeral in here. My name is State Representative Esther Golar for the 6th Legislative District. That's ESTHERGOLAR.
Before you begin, Madam Representative, I just want you to know I've been a hearing officer a couple of days this week, and the 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. hearings, this room has been on overflow status every night except tonight.
And so what are you saying?
My point is, I'm just concerned that the timing of the hearing comments that were just made would be misleading to the people in this room, so I just wanted to say that.
And
the
so
room was full the last 3 nights.
The room was what?
Full the last 3 nights for the 8 p.m. hearing.
Possibly because it's on a Friday night.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, people are tired at the end of the week. They are going through so much. Even this evening, I mean, I have a real bad cold, but I'm here. Okay? And so, thank you for your patience. Let's give some history of Tilden. I was a legislator, was appointed in 2005, was very active with Tilden in my prior job with the city of Chicago. I actually was a liaison as a civilian for the police department, and I'm still on the police department for the city. It really, I think everyone tonight, I could go over many of the things that they have said. And I think many of the things that they have said is valid and true. And this hearing is not set up for any type of parental involvement or community involvement or anyone because of the timing, the places. I'm also part of the Educational Task Force. We worked for 3 years because of this same type of thing that's happening this evening. And for some of the staff people that spoke tonight, I think some of those things were valid and many things are untrue. First of all, there's a systemic problem in the public education of our children. Since 1995, and even before then, many of our children go to schools in feeder schools, which are elementary schools. Tilden became a dumping ground for students that didn't do well on their state 9 scores in elementary schools. They were actually all sent to Tilden. We had many conversations. I met with Arnie Duncan in 2008, had very many concerns in regards to things that were going on at Tilden. Alderman Balser and I have had many meetings. Many of your staff members before, actually with your prior CEO, and of course I've had one conversation with Mr. Brazard in regards to Tilden at one of our educational task force meetings. We are in the process of putting a moratorium on these school actions. Our prior speaker is right. What is happening here is unjust. And not only will we be doing that, I also have a shell bill in to talk about some amendments to the present Senate Bill 630. Because things don't seem to be working with CPS. There were conversations this evening saying that those turnarounds, which I'm familiar with, which is Harper, not too familiar with Fenger, but just what the media has talked about. But I can tell you, Tilden, what has been going on there, CPS ignored it for years. We have had many, many conversations about Tilden, especially the issue with the violence at the school. You cannot teach. When Mrs. Swerson left, you had 18 security guards, you left them with 5. And you had a new principal put in. I could go on and just talk about all of the systemic problems in CPS. But let me tell you this. The the Educational Task Force will continue to put pressure on CPS to do the right thing for our students in this city. We have 410,000 students in the public education, and I think that CPS now is on a trend to actually abolish public education. So tonight, you can put it on record that we will continue to fight. We are against many of these, all of the school actions that are taking place across the city in regards to what is happening this evening. Thank you for your time and look forward, stay tuned, because the fight is on.